I'm Jordan McKenzie, and this is my best friend,
Brie and you're listening to The Shit They Don't Teach You in Real Estate School.
Yeah, well, I just got a call that we're supposed to close today at 2, and the tenant left it as a mini hoarder house.
She's a hoarder. So there's that.
It's okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To hoarders.
Oh my God, don't cheers to that, Brie.
To being great real estate agents and figuring the shit out always.
You know what? I'm just glad I'm not hungover today.
I'm glad that I'm alive and thriving.
Would not recommend being friends with 3 girls who have the same birthday in the same week.
Oh yeah. You had a week.
I had a week.
You
It
had
does
a
something
really
to
big week.
your voice. It does something to your liver. It does something to your well-being.
To your soul.
It does something to your soul,
Your
okay?
soul.
It doesn't hurt me that much. I do this on the daily. I have the ability to go out, and then I can show a house at 9 a.m. and I'm on, and I'm like better than ever. And Brie,
Come on, hold on. Everyone.
what?
Do this
Yeah. Thank you so much because I deserve
No
that.
one understands how hard that is. It takes me
And I
like
post it
2
on
days to
Instagram.
recover. I'm
It
like an
takes you-
old hag.
I wouldn't say hag, but you don't bounce back as quick as I do, and I'm older
No.
than you, so
Yeah. So you're doing good. Me, I'm going to stay chilling.
let's get this shit popping, shall we?
Let's get this shit popping.
Shit they don't teach you in real estate school. Episode 1.
So let's be honest. We truly did not know what we were getting into
Nope.
when we took our real estate course, when we took our real estate exam. Like,
Yeah.
we had no freaking clue
None.
what we were going to really be entering.
No idea. Didn't know we're about to be in the thick of it. From the get, we wanted to be full-time agents. We're going to be part-time agents. So we really just had to put ourselves out there and do it.
Yeah.
Right?
A lot of people say the same stuff. This is not new. You hear it from every single realtor. Like, once you leave real estate school, that's when you learn. That's when you like get into it. That's when
You're in
you
production.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in the field. You're done with that's not training. I mean, you're done with just studying. Just basically real estate school is just so you don't go to jail.
Yeah, so that you stay out of the commission jail.
And so I think that, one of the reasons we want to do this podcast is because we're givers.
We're
And
givers. We have big hearts.
we have huge hearts.
Huge hearts.
Huge.
And that's like that's not even being sarcastic.
No,
like
we're
like
yeah.
we're like really serious.
I think that's where the shit you don't learn in real estate school was born.
That was it.
Yeah, we want to help other agents, new, old. If you can get nuggets from this, we're doing our job. This is our new job. We're podcasters.
We're
now.
podcasters.
We're mini influencers.
No matter where you are within your journny, whether you just graduated yesterday, whether you just
bitch, where we graduated from?
Whether you
I did
just
not have any ceremony. After I took my real estate test at 7 a.m. and I passed.
I crashed my car.
You did crash your car.
I was so excited. I literally drove
Well, that was
over.
her fourth time.
Well, it's fine. It's fine. I had so much going on at that time, but it was good. But this is how the shit that they don't teach you in real estate school got born. This is what you need to know.
So I think we both kind of have a similar story in just our starting out in real estate. We were both independent. We were with EXP, but we were not on a team yet.
So we both started as independent agents. We both had that same, like, it was literally 3 months for the both of us where we were brand new agents. The only reason that we did not join a team right when we graduated school was because at that point in time, first of all, they were not hiring new agents.
Our team we wanted to be on.
Yeah. And this was the team. It was this team or nothing. So the team is called Group Residential, if you guys didn't know. But yeah, so we needed to still, well, I needed to pass my post licensing right after I passed my exam. So I had to take a little bit of time to do that. It took 3 months for us to actually be on a team.
Yeah. So I joined the team 2 years ago. Right. It was like around February.
Yeah,
I joined the
you
team
joined
2 years
first.
ago. I was independent for a few months. I'd done a few deals, but they make fun of me because they're like, Jordan, you kept hanging around and we finally had to let you be on the team. And I was like, kind of bullshit, but also, guys, I knew where I wanted to be and it was called Group. So I did hang around and they finally let me on.
They finally let you on. And
I feel like-
look at you now, shining. They love
Shining,
you.
baby.
We're the
They're like, Jordan,
entertainment. We're the
like-
entertainment of the team.
Like, Jordan, please stop posting on Instagram this weekend. I'm like, okay, sorry, Tina. Love you. Then you joined like pretty soon after.
Yeah, 3 or 4 weeks after I joined. So my boyfriend, Tony, he was independent as well at that time, but he was like, this is Tina. Like, I'm introducing you to Tina. You're going to interview with her. She's who you want to be when you grow up. So you're going to join a team and this is who you're going to be with. And I was like, bet, like, this is where I'm going. About 3 or 4 weeks after you joined, I onboarded with my girl, Monica. I love Monica. Shout out Monica. It was just us two in onboarding. And, they Kinsey told us what we needed to be doing. We needed to be in the office. We needed to be making calls. We needed to do our CRM, all of these things. And so I would go into the office and everyone would be in their offices and I would kind of be in like the little common space. And
Loser.
you
I'm just
know how
kidding.
it
I'm
is.
kidding.
It's like so awkward and uncomfortable when you're the new girl, right?
Oh yeah.
And
It's okay. I was the new girl before you, so I paved our way. So you're welcome.
you knew how like
Paved the way for us, babe.
weird it was.
It was weird.
I was sitting there and then all of a sudden this little blonde girl starts
Oh
walking
my God, I'm
towards
little.
me.
Thank
Yeah, this
you.
little tiny
Thank
little
you so
petite
much.
blondie
Oh,
with
keep
her
it going.
cowboy
Keep it
hat
going,
on.
baby. Oh my God, it's a Stetson hat and it's not a cowgirl hat. Okay, bitch.
I don't know the difference, but it's
Are you
fine.
from New York? That's why.
So you came walking towards me and I
I
was like, "Oh
did.
my God, who's this girl?"
No, well, I already scouted you out on social media
Yeah.
when I heard you were joining the team, and I was like, we like the same things. We look alike. Well, not even we look alike, but like
We're like the same person.
I was like, we're gonna vibe or we're gonna not vibe,
Clash, vibe
and
or clash, one or the other.
oh, we definitely vibed. So Tony hates us because he's the third wheel, and that's fine. Tony, you're always gonna be the third wheel, babe.
We love you.
We're a throuple.
We're a throuple. We love you. You
Can
love
you say
us.
throuple on our podcast? Yes, you can because we make the rules. So I asked Brie to lunch, and she immediately says yes.
I'm literally spastic as fuck.
You are, and I call you that, and people like when I call you that, people look at me like that's kind of rude, and I'm like,
I
she
am.
knows she is, and it's just I'm just it just is what it is. Like
It is what it is.
it's our love language. Leave us
Yeah.
alone. So I asked her to lunch, and lunch was pretty much all we needed to know that we were real estate soulmates and best friends, and that's what started our relationship, and that was like 2 years ago.
Let's be honest, in real estate, like you need a runner, right? Like
Oh
you
yeah,
need someone to like just
vent
be
too.
with 24/7. You need someone to vent to, you need someone to collab with, bounce ideas off one
Mhm.
another. I know all of your deals
Oh my god, you
and
do.
you know all of mine and we like constantly check in on one another and just to be like, "Hey, what's going on with this person?
I'm like
What's
Jim
going
and
on with
Sharon.
that
Did they get a house?
person?" Yeah,
Brittany's
and
like,
then
can you
I'm like,
relax?
"Yes, yes." So we love that for each other though, because you just need someone to, to be with as you kind of go. It's really emotional. I mean, it's emotional for
Oh
our
yeah.
clients, but also for us as the agent. Like we go through ups and downs too.
We used to cry a lot. We don't cry that much
We don't
anymore.
cry anymore.
Instead, we just drink Tito's.
We love our Tito's. Thank God for
Tito's.
Tito's.
Tito's water with some Mio. You haven't drank that? You need to.
You need to. So we were really just trying to figure out things, right? Like we leaned on one another. We learned what we learned in real estate school, but then it's like, well, I mean, what happens after that? Like, how do you navigate when
Right.
you don't know anything and you're brand new to this industry? There's so much that you don't learn in real estate school that you need to learn once you're in the thick of it.
Mhm.
So that's where we're at. So
Mhm.
Jordan, tell everyone how you got into real estate.
Oh, little old me, Mr. Real Estate's daughter.
Yes.
No, so my dad, he's wild, but he is one of my besties, and he's in real estate for 30 years
Oh my
in North
God.
Myrtle Beach.
And he kills it.
Top, yeah, 843 represent, baby. But yeah,
Mhm.
my dad crushes it in North Myrtle Beach. His nickname is literally Mr. Real Estate is on his signs. I'm like, Dad, but he's so cute. So he still crushes it. I grew up with him being in the business, and my whole life I was like, I know I'm not going to do real estate. Oh my God, And then I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna do real estate.
It's
My dad's
embedded, like it's in
my
your
dad's like,
blood.
really, bitch? And I'm like, yeah, Dad, I think I am, but I'm not gonna work for you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna live in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Like, love growing up there, but just after living in Nashville and now living in Raleigh, it's just I'm a city girly. So yeah, so my dad knew Tina, whose team we're on, call group CG, and he was like, "This is who you're gonna work for," and I was like, "Oh, really?" He's like, "Yep." And I called her, and we had our first meeting, and she like hyped us up and hyped me up, and I feel like she did the same with you to
Oh
be
yeah.
independent and to be okay with being independent. And so I was like, I can do it, I can do it. And then I was like, oh, I can't do it. I need help. And and we both knew, I think, from the get we wanted to be on the team. But those 3 months of both of us being independent, I think really taught us
A lot.
how grateful we are for our team and our support staff and our admin and just people that help us on a daily basis, just God, with everything.
Yeah, literally get through the entire transaction. I mean, people don't realize how much truly
Oh my
goes
God.
into a transaction when you're on the agent side. Like I think a lot of our clients are like, "Oh my gosh, like, it's so easy." And you really don't know how hard we try to navigate things to make things as smooth as
Easy.
possible for our client. So,
Mhm.
yeah, shout out to our team because we are like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
We glide through it. All of our clients know that, and they're super thankful. Once we get to the end of it, they're like, "Oh my gosh, this was one of the smoothest transactions I've ever done." So we get
Yeah.
great grave reviews on that.
We do. And I think I just honestly, and Tina always says this, but being financially free. I mean, for my past relationship, let's get deep. Not yet. We'll get deep on that later and I'll hurt someone's feelings, but it's coming, babe. If you're listening to this, it's coming.
She's airing out dirty laundry.
Give me another bottle of champagne and watch me go. No, I'm kidding. If you give me Tito's, that's when the party starts. So, anyways, I just never wanted to really depend on anyone financially wise, and I wanted to be my own person. And I think my passion of real estate just grew from that. What about you? I mean, really, what was your main reason for? I know you came from property management, but for getting into real estate and like pounding the pavement.
Yeah. So really, I mean, kind of how the whole thing started. I was in property management. I started off there, and
Mhm.
honestly, I loved that job. I thought it was great, but I kind of watched all the other positions. I watched the assistant manager, the manager, and after being there for a couple of years, I was kind of like, is that really what I want to do with my
Mhm.
life? And it really wasn't. Like I saw that there was a financial cap there, and so my
Fuck
next,
that.
yeah, I was like, absolutely not. So my next, the next transition for me was real estate. And so it took me a couple times to pass my exam, but I finally passed it. And I think that timing worked out perfectly for me. I was able to establish myself in property management. I was able to really like get my property management clients to like know and trust me. And so it made for a smooth transition once I got into real estate. But really, I mean, I got into real estate right as COVID happens. Like
Oh yeah,
the
we bet.
whole world shut down. And I was taking this leap forward into real estate. And there was a lot going on with my family, I have a special needs older brother who is literally my heart and my
He's the
soul.
best.
Oh my gosh, he's amazing. And I have a single mom. She was just trying to figure things out and navigate it, and it was a lot. So I wanted an opportunity for myself that there was an uncapped potential, and that
Mhm.
my work ethic could show on paper, right? Like, this is what I get to bring home. This is how I can help my
Yeah.
family. And that's really what was my driving factor. Everyone has a why. Everyone has a why in real estate. And they were my biggest why on why I kind of started off and why I joined. And they're still my why. They're always going to be my why. But you got to have a why to be able to really find your passion and to make this work. I think a lot of people think that going into real estate, you can do this like part time.
Oh yeah.
You cannot.
I mean, you can if you want to sell like 2
Yeah.
houses,
That's
but
not the goal. That's not how you're gonna make money.
and also
That's
it's not I feel like you're disservicing your clients because you're not in like the thick of it every day. Like we study this shit. We like eat, breathe, and sleep real estate.
mhm,
So I just feel like if you're not in it like that
yeah.
and you're not seeing what's going on with the market, you're seeing the changes. And I'm talking about like weekly changes we're seeing in the triangle
Weekly,
because we're a
daily.
beast.
Yeah. We literally as a team come together. So I think this was so important for me, but
Mm.
just once you join the team, being in the office and
Yep.
being a sponge. You have to be a sponge. You have to take other people's stories and listen to how they navigate certain situations. And then you got to use those stories as if they're your own, right? So then when I go back, if I had no deals under my belt, I was able to go back to my clients and say, "Hey, this is how we got through this situation last week." And it wasn't my situation, it was one of my peers, but I was able to use that, and it kind of gained trust between me and them, and that was a huge way on how I started to gain confidence.
Your mindset, I mean,
Mhm.
once you hear these stories and we're collaborating with our team and we're not just collaborating, a lot of our team does a little bit of both. We have some listing heavy realtors on our team and we have
Mhm.
buyer heavy. I think for me and Brie, we're pretty buyer heavy at the time, but letting us hear what the listing agents are seeing on the other side, we take that information back to our buyers. We know both worlds.
Oh, we know
So we can
everything.
really relate to them. We know everything. We do. With real estate, maybe not in general.
Mhm. You're right, you're right, you're right.
Not with real estate, we don't know everything, but we try to listen to everyone's stories and, like I said, collaborate and give our clients the most information we can and that we're legally allowed to do.
So, I mean, I think, we'll get into a whole segment on teams versus solo and independent agents. I think that's really important to kind of touch on in one of our next coming episodes. But for now, we just kind of wanted to tell you guys a little bit about us, tell you guys how we kind of started in the industry, how we kind of got our foot in the door. And yeah, just kind of give you a little bit of background about us so that, we're all relatable. All right. So this is the reason for our podcast. We're full-time agents working 24/7. We don't stop at 5 p.m. every day. Like this is
Hell no,
we
I wish.
I wish to. Oh my God. I was up till 11 o'clock last night negotiating an offer. So
Love that.
it's But it's amazing. I mean, it's fun.
It's
My anxiety
rewarding.
was through the roof, and
I have anxiety right now. Shoot.
I was in my room pacing on the phone trying to figure out, how I can make this work, and it ended up happening. So,
Well, congrats. You got a deal.
yes.
And I feel like for a lot of realtors, like we were saying, it could be a part-time job. But for us, we eat, sleep, and breathe real estate, especially in this market. And we do everything we can to craft the different and competitive offers for our clients that win.
Mhm.
So that is one reason why we wanted to start this podcast. And if anything we say on here can help another agent, then we're doing our job. We're
Heck
not even our
yeah.
job. We're just
We're just helping.
we're
We're
helping. We're
giving you
helpers.
guys some
We're
tips and
givers.
tricks. We're giving you golden nuggets. Listen, this is not national news, right?
No.
Like, we're not talking about everything that's going on within the whole world. It's fine. We're telling you about what's going on in Raleigh, in the Triangle area. We're giving you our tips and tricks. We hope that you can gain something from it. And if you can, like, share, subscribe. Is that what they say?
Yeah, like, share, subscribe.
Subscribe.
We're gonna have a YouTube.
We're gonna have a
We have a
YouTube.
TikTok. We'll post all that at the bottom.
Yep.
But yeah, we just want to be able to help our fellow agents. And either if you've been in the real estate world for 1 month, 1 year, 10 years,
Mhm.
I think that we're around so many different agents of
Oh, yeah.
all. We have agents around us that have been in the real estate industry for 20 years. We have agents that have been there for 2 years like us, or 10 years. And
Literally
we hear,
agents that just onboarded last
yeah,
week that
yeah.
just got their license and are like, "Oh my god, what do we
I
do?"
do? And so I think hearing their stories really
It
gave us the
motivated.
ammo to create this thing because we love helping them.
Mhm.
And I think if we just take it to a different next level, we'll help others.
We're gonna
And
help
that's the point.
everyone.
We're gonna
We're gonna help everyone. You guys are all gonna be top producers in your market. You're gonna be like Brie and Jordan.
Brie and Jordan, baby.
We love you. We love you.
Yeah. So this is the shit you don't learn in real estate school, and we're here to be your tour guides.
Your guides, your advocates,
Cheers.
your people. We're your
We're
people.
your people.
Cheers. All right, and that wraps up this episode of The Shit They Don't Teach You in Real Estate School.
Remember to like, follow us, subscribe. We're on YouTube, baby. If you have any questions, comments, hit us in the DMs.
We'll see you next week.
Woo!